This drone is without a doubt one of the most beautiful looking freestyle quads that I've ever had the chance to fly. It's called the SpeedyBee Master 5 V2 and it comes with this beautiful yellow accents, black and yellow pretty much all around, and it's not only good looking but it's also super well developed in terms of user experience because you have so many little accessories, little things that have been made to facilitate your life. And it also, on top of that, of course, flies beautifully. So in today's video, I will show you my impressions of this great looking quad and tell you a little bit more about it. So first things first, let's start with all the components that you have on the Master 5 V2. Obviously, you have a lot of different options when it comes to VTXs, but I chose this to be with the O3 Air unit as this is my VTX of choice. There was a really nice surprise to see that they included a little cover for the camera when you're transporting the drone, when you put it inside your backpack or anywhere else, you can protect the lens of the O3 Air unit with this little cover that is also branded from SpeedyBee. It's a nice little touch, but it shows that they care about these things, so good job on that. You have a super configurable Bluetooth stack from SpeedyBee with a F7 flight controller and 50 amp ESC. And the best thing about this drone, in my opinion, is the fact that you have this stack here because that allows you to wirelessly control every setting possible from Betaflight from your phone when you install the SpeedyBee app. This app is pretty much a straight copy of the Betaflight application and it allows you not only to change quick settings like motor direction or your rates or some ports, but it also gives you the chance to update your firmware wirelessly. You can change the LED colors. You can do pretty much anything you can do on the computer, but this time you can do it from your phone when you're on the go. And it's super convenient and I love this little feature. I will demonstrate it in a little bit, but let's continue with the rest of the things you have on this quad. The motors on this drone are 2306 1900 kV Emax motors. I'm not the biggest fan of the Emax motors, but they work okay. They are budget-friendly motors, so to keep the costs down, I guess they had decided to use those. I wish they had chosen a little bit more premium brands to work with, but it is what it is, and these motors still are okay. There was a little bit of prop wash while flying this drone without a GoPro on top, so just the drone by itself. So maybe a little bit of a different choice would have been better, but like I said, it's still not a big deal, it's not a deal breaker, and that's the motors that you have here. Now finally, we have the ELRS receiver on the back, and this is my first drone with ELRS. I'm trying out to switch to ELRS to see if it's going to be the receiver for me, because I'm getting a little bit tired of crossfire, and I think with the smaller antennas, with the great penetration, the good signal strength of ELRS, and the huge amount of different accessories and brands that make ELRS receivers and antennas, this might be the way to go. I am also using a Boxer radio from Radio Master with built-in ELRS, and this is also something new for me. I am trying out something new, and so far from the flights that I had with this brand new drone, I can say that ELRS works just as great as Crossfire, if not even better in some scenarios. But I am still trying out all the different settings and options that ELRS has to offer, so don't quote me on that yet because I'm not super deep into things yet, but so far I'm enjoying it. Finally, we have a 3D print for GPS, which my drone doesn't have because I don't really feel like a 5-inch drone deserves to have a GPS on the back, but you can of course always add that to your purchase when you order the Master 5, and I'll link it down below in the description. So as you can see, you have a lot of different yellow parts here. They're all TPU and they are made to add a little something to your drone or to protect it. So in this case, we have arm protection here from all sides. We have the TPU that holds the antenna and holds the GPS, which of course right now is empty. We have TPU that holds the stack and has all sorts of protection so the stack doesn't move around and doesn't get damaged in case of a crash. You have a buzzer, which is also very tightly and securely placed right behind the camera. And on the bottom we have a heatsink for the VTX to eliminate or dissipate heat from the VTX. And of course we have a LED light which is configurable, and this is not only here on the bottom, but we have some LED strips here on the side of the VTX. And I'll turn the drone on in a second to show you how that looks like. And the XT connector here is taken out of the front part of the frame, which is something that I like because it allows you to quickly tuck it underneath the strap for easier placement of your battery and keeping everything nice and tight so you don't get any damaged cables. So let me just quickly turn on the drone so I can show you a few details about it. And you have a specific switch to turn on or turn off the LED lights that are here on the side and also on the bottom. All of these lights are of course completely configurable in Betaflight, but like I said, you don't need Betaflight on your computer if you have the SpeedyBee app, and I'll show you how easy it is to change them. So when I open the app, I can just start tuning the drone. It connects to it by Bluetooth straight away, pretty much very quickly, and then you have the SpeedyBee app, which like I said is the exact copy of Betaflight. You can adjust all of your settings or just view them on the screen of your phone, like MSP configuration, all sorts of ports, change the motor direction, adjust your failsafe settings, adjust your rates, add some filters, add some settings that you can download from the internet, do some PID tuning, change your receiver modes, add some new modes maybe if you want to. And of course, if you go to the LED strip settings, you can quickly adjust your LEDs. So let's say we don't want to have blue LEDs, we can set them to red and press OK. Now I'm not sure if there is a setting to edit all of them at the same time, because it could be a little bit tedious if we change them one by one. There must be a way to edit all of them. I just haven't really had the need to adjust those colors because I don't really mind the blue color. But if I press save, now we will see that we changed 3 LEDs to red, and here they are already red on this side here. So it's really easy to change the color of the LEDs. You need to tweak them a little bit so you can configure them any way you want. You can change them according to your taste, and of course you can even update the firmware. You can update ELRS via this app. You can do so many things with the SpeedyBee app, and this is the huge benefit of having this stack on board. I really like it, to be fair. Just a quick word about the Radiomaster Boxer that I've been using in the past couple of weeks with the built-in ELRS receiver. I really like the fact that it has such a tiny antenna that is also removable, and you don't have to deal with the big Crossfire receiver. Everything is built in, everything is compact and tiny, and that goes the same way for the ELRS antenna here on the bottom of the drone. It just makes everything so much more compact and easy to carry around. Maybe that doesn't change that much the total weight of the drone. I don't really care too much about that, but in terms of simplicity and ease of use, this is the way to go in my opinion. Besides the setting up process, the first setting up process, which is a little bit tedious and nerve-wracking to get right. But when you do it once, you really get accustomed to the whole process of setting it up, and it's easy after that. Flying this drone was a big pleasure for me, as the drone is very smooth. In terms of cinematic flying, this is perfect for that because it's super stable in the air, doesn't have any jitters or vibrations. It has the dead cat orientation, meaning that you can use it even without an action camera to record straight from the O3 air unit. I did have some problems with prop wash here and there when I did some freestyle with this drone, but it is to be expected. Maybe I need to fine tune it a little bit more to match it perfectly with my flying style, and then I won't have these issues anymore. But besides that, I had a lot of fun and pleasure flying it. The price of this drone currently with this exact setup is about 550 euros. I'm not sure. I think it's very similar in dollars as well, and I'll link it below if you want to check it out yourself. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did by clicking on the like button, and subscribe for more similar videos like this one. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.